Okay, now we are going to see about the data types in Java. There are 8 primitive types of data: byte, short, int, long, char, float, boolean, and double. Then these data types can be put into 4 groups: integers, floating point numbers, characters, and booleans. These integers includes byte, short, int, and long. Then floating point numbers includes float and double. Character includes char type data, and boolean includes boolean type data which can have two values, true or false. Okay, first we'll see about integers. In Java we have 4 integer types: byte, short, int, and long. Okay, so example for declaring byte, short, int, and long type data, and all these are signed positive and negative values. Java does not support unsigned positive only integers. Then the width of an integer type, width means the amount of storage it consumes. The width and range of these integers are shown here. Long takes 64 bits, integer type data takes 32 bits, short type data takes 16 bits, and byte type data takes 8 bits, and the ranges are also given. Okay. And byte, the smallest integer type is byte. So byte is the smallest integer type. It takes 8 bits. Then the range is -128 to 127. This byte type data is useful when you are working with files. They are also useful when we are working with raw binary data. And byte type data are declared by using the keyword byte. You can see the example. Next is short. Short is a signed 16-bit type. The range is -32768 to 32767. This data type is the least used one. Here we can see 2 examples of declaring short type variables. Int is a commonly used integer type. It is a signed 32-bit type of data, and the range is also given. The integer type variables are commonly used to control loops and to index arrays. If the byte and short type values are used in an expression, then they are promoted to integer when we are evaluating the expression. Long is also a signed type of data. It takes 64 bits. The range of long is quite large. We use long type of data when we are handling data which are very large. Now we are going to see an example, which is a program that computes the number of miles that a light will travel in a specified number of days. This program is to calculate the distance traveled by light in 1000 days. Okay, for this, as we know, Java program is enclosed within a class light. In main method we are declaring 4 variables: integer type data light speed, long days, long seconds, and long distance. Light speed is equal to 186000. Days is assigned as 1000. Seconds is equal to days into 24 into 60 into 60. So distance traveled is light speed, that is 18600 into seconds, that is 18600 into 1000 into 24 into 60 into 60. So you can see that the result contains 160704 and some zeros. So it's a long type data. We cannot store these type of values in an integer type data, and that's why we have declared these type data as long type data. This is an example of writing a program by using long type data. Next is floating point type data. The floating point numbers are also called as real numbers. These are used when we are evaluating expression that has fractional precisions. The calculations of the square root and sine and cosine values are represented by using floating point numbers. There are 2 kinds of floating point numbers. One is float and the other one is double. Float is single precision and double is double precision. Double takes 64 bits and float takes 32 bits. Okay. float is specified by the keyword float. It's a single precision 32 bits, and single precision is faster as on some processor. It takes half as much space as double precision. Okay. So we declare variables as float, which does not require a large degree of precision. Example, float high temperature and low temperature. The double precision is denoted by double keyword. It uses 64 bits and it is faster than single precision. Then mathematical functions like sine, cos, square root, etc. returns double type values. If we want to maintain accuracy, then we can represent those data as double type data. So here we are going to see about an example which uses double type variable. This program is for calculating the area of a circle. So the formula is pi r square. Pi is 3.1416. The radius is assigned as 10.8. So we have declared pi r, that is radius, and a area as double type data. A is assigned pi into r into r. Next is character. The third type of data is character type data. In Java, the data type used to store characters is char. Char in Java is not same as C or C++. In C and C++ it uses 8 bits, but Java uses a special character set called as Unicode to store characters. Unicode defines international character set. It contains dozens of character sets like Latin, Greek, Arabic, etc. Unicode requires 16 bits. In Java, char is represented by using 16 bits. The range is 0 to 65536. There are no negative characters. Now we are going to see a program which uses char type variables. Here we can see that char ch1, ch2. We have declared two character type variables. ch1 is assigned 88, which is the code for alphabet capital X, and ch2 is assigned y. When you are printing ch1 and ch2, it will store x, it will display x and y. That is, the value x represents 88. Okay, 88 represents x, so x and y are displayed. Next example, here we have assigned we have declared a character variable ch1 and we have assigned capital X to ch1. Now what we are going to see is we can add two characters together, or we can increment the value of a character variable. So here we are going to increment the value of character variable ch1. When we are incrementing ch by 1, that is ch1 plus plus, ch1 is assigned with x, then ch1 plus plus will hold the value y, capital Y. When you are printing ch1 after incrementing ch1, then we will get the value y. ch1 is now y. It was x earlier, and after incrementing it has become y. The next type of data is Boolean type data. Java has a primary type called Boolean. It is used for handling logical values. It can only return two values, true or false, and it is used in relational expressions, conditional expressions. For example, if A less than B, so it may return either true value or false value. Here is a program for a Boolean type data, Boolean B. First we have assigned false to B. Now we are printing system.out.println B is B. It will return B is false. Now we are changing the value as true. Then we are printing the value, so we get B is true. Now if B, at last B is assigned true, so if B is true, if B will return true because it's assigned the value true, so it will execute system.out.println this is executed. Now we are changing the value as false. If B is false, so this line won't get executed. So this is not executed, will never get executed. The next line, system.out.println 10 greater than 9 is, here we have given 10 greater than 9. 10 greater than 9 is true. That's why we got the result as 10 greater than 9 is true. Thank you.